The Raptors finally beat a good team. Brandon Ingram was incredible. Scottie Barnes clutch blocks. Let's go to the film room.
The only thing that's originally filmed is that and I've studied older films and tried to figure out how I got that impression. I was getting meetings right in the cutting room.
The unique thing about film is an art form
exactly.
is the editing.
Finally, they beat a good team. The Raptors, for the first time since January 25th, beat a team above 500. The last time they did that was the Emmanuel Quickley game winner against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, I thought they, in real time, figured something out about their clutch offense. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but let's get into it. These type of offensive possessions drive me absolutely insane for the Toronto Raptors in the clutch. And it starts because they are trying at their best to get Brandon Ingram the ball. And they like to get him, as you guys know, they like to get him the ball in this mid-post to high-post area. It was working early on in the season when the Raptors were kind of catching teams off guard, but teams have understood what the Raptors want to do in clutch situations now. And oh, by the way, look how much time is left on the clock already. They've burned half of the shot clock just setting up. No screen has happened. Nothing has gone down yet. Again, this is why these type of possessions particularly drive me insane. Suns just switch this action outright. BI has to fight through. They're fronting this, so the post entry is a little bit more difficult. Now Brandon Ingram, with 8 seconds left on the clock, wants a redirect pass, so one of Scottie Barnes or RJ Barrett will have to pop out to the three-point line here. They don't get anything. They can't get the post entry pass to Brandon Ingram. And now look at where you're at. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and there is absolutely nothing created. There is no advantage gained. This is why these type of offensive possessions for the Raptors absolutely drive me insane. Luckily, they get out of this one with a foul. This time, they tried to do it off of inbound. Cross screen from Emmanuel Quickley to get Grayson Allen on him. They still don't get the switch. No post entry is created. Fronting once again in the post. So that post entry pass, even for a talented passer like Scottie Barnes, is a little bit difficult to make. And at some point, Brandon Ingram just says, you know what, forget this, man. Just give me the ball above the break. Let me see what we can do. 6 seconds left on the clock. Pick and roll action with him and Jacoby Walter. Again, the Suns switch this. Luckily, he's able to draw a foul here. But just that's bad offensive process. I would like for the Raptors to completely avoid the mid-range, mid-post stuff for Brandon Ingram. It's good to go to every now and then. It's good to go to when you can get to it quickly. When you burn 20 seconds on the shot clock trying to get to it, it is a waste of time. It is a waste of an offensive possession. And look, I don't blame them because really their offense outside of that kind of sputters out. This time they run a horns action where RJ Barrett comes up as the screener in the pick and roll. Emmanuel Quickley isn't able to get downhill. Again, he picks up his dribble, so the advantage is nullified as well. Basically has to kick it out to Scottie Barnes, and now it's up to Scottie Barnes to create something. I would love for Scottie Barnes to get some opportunities to do this more often, like create off of the bounce, especially when he's getting guarded by bigger players like Oso Ighodaro, that he can just burst to the basket here, use his athleticism and length, and what a play by Scottie here. I would love to see that more often. Finally, the Raptors stop with the mid-post stuff. They just give Brandon Ingram the ball. The objective has been completed. You have given BI the basketball. And by the way, he can be enabled to be more of a playmaker now in these situations, operating above the break. There's still 17 seconds left on the shot clock. You got tons of time to be able to do what you want to do. The other thing is, one thing that I noticed here in this game is that the Raptors were running a lot of actions with Scottie Barnes as screener for Brandon Ingram. Were they fruitful? Were they incredible offensive possessions? Not really. No, the Suns conceded the switch pretty immediately. The Raptors didn't go and try and hunt out the... truthfully, I think they're kind of leaving something on the table here. I mean, I would like for Scottie Barnes to be the guy attacking Devin Booker here, but regardless, they want Brandon Ingram to be the guy creating for them. Again, nothing happens because Brandon Ingram tries to shift into that mid-post area. They aren't able to create anything. And again, it forces a tough look for Emmanuel quickly. Next possession down, same thing. Pick and roll here between Scottie and BI. Once again, the switch comes. This time, Brandon Ingram just attacks. Royce O'Neal gets to this mid-range area and settles for a really tough shot, and he makes it. Now, I will say, I think there are more opportunities for him to be even better playmaker. As you can see here in the corner, Emmanuel quickly is drifting to that corner area to make this pass a little bit more open for himself. Same thing with Jacoby Walter. Look how tight and pinched in the Suns guys are. I would like for him to make this pass to the corners, especially to IQ in the corner here. It's just like a good look, good quality shot. Can get a good 3 off here. Again, they run the exact same thing. So pick and roll with Scottie Barnes and Brandon Ingram, involving your 2 best players in the actions. Again, I would like to see BI make this pass over top a little bit quicker. Like Scottie is already kind of rolling to the basket here. Make that pass. Let's see what Scottie can do in a 4-on-3 situation. Regardless, then they flow into a pick and roll with BI and RJ. Now he's got the mid-post area. And I love what Brandon Ingram does here. He basically tells the rest of the Raptors how to orchestrate and set up their spacing. He tells RJ Barrett to get to the corner, right? So RJ's going to drift here to this side, and that is going to force a lot of decisions for the Suns defense. And so now the Suns defense is spread out a little bit more. Really good slot cut here from Emmanuel quickly to make sure that Grayson Allen, the help defender, it has to make a decision as well. As, of course, the help side defenders have to recognize IQ popping out into the center, and boom, IQ makes this pass to RJ, who knocks down a clutch corner 3. Now, Brandon Ingram, pseudo-isolation. I actually like when he goes faster in the shot clock, like he doesn't wait. It just, again, you're not seeing a set defense in certain situations. So Brandon Ingram, mid-range jump shot, he misses this. Again, though, I will say, a lot of eyes on him, and they're all pinched in on him. I would like to see him hit Emmanuel quickly in that corner here a little bit more quickly, no pun intended. All right, same idea here. So pick and roll between BI and Scottie. They get the switch onto Royce O'Neal. Watches there is the help here, right? Like he's already nail help. Devin Booker is nail help. He's helping off a little bit. And so as you see, they're really pinched in, geared in on Brandon Ingram. BI, by the way, has been awesome offensively in this game. So I understand the Suns really leaning in on trying to stop him as much as possible. BI just goes one-on-one, uses the help defender, pump, and then attacks and finishes. Great stuff. Again, playing a little bit faster. You see how he's not waiting to see a set Suns defense. He just attacks and goes. Kick out to Jacoby. Now the Suns defense is scrambling. RJ attacks the closeout and finishes at the basket. Really nice work there. Quicker plays on offense. Again, I like the fact that they are initiating with BI above the break earlier on. I know it's they're flattening things out for him, which I don't necessarily love all the time. I would like for a screener to be involved in these actions, but hey, he wants to go one-on-one in this situation. That's fine by me. That's why you pay him the big bucks. BI settles into this tough mid-range jump shot. And again, just a note, as he goes for this mid-range jump shot, here's RJ wide open, and IQ is going to be flashing to the corner as well. There's still playmaking opportunities here for BI as well. And of course, this game doesn't go down as a win without this incredible defensive possession from Scottie Barnes, who gets blown by Jalen Green, who's had an incredible game for the Suns, and just incredible block. His 9th clutch block of the season. That is the most in the NBA this year. Incredible stuff by Scottie Barnes. And then, again, Raptors playing fast off of that block, right? Scottie able to feed RJ, and the Raptors win this basketball game, folks. This segment is a presentation of Lotto Max, calling all Raptors fans. Lotto Max and the Raptors have officially launched their Max Contract Fan Contest, where one winner will be given the chance to call the shots and personalize their own prize pack worth $50,000 Canadian. What prizes can you choose from? How about 2026-2027 season tickets or courtside tickets to 5 games next season, or a chance to attend all home games all home playoff games this year. Visit the Raptors app to learn more and enter today. And don't forget to opt into our emails and hear about future chances to win. No purchase necessary, 18 plus, Ontario only, ends March 29th, 2026. Grand prize winner to select one prize from each of Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Visit the Toronto Raptors app for full contest rules, prize details, and how to enter. As we welcome you inside the film room, it was a lot of film to break down, but I thought I should illustrate some of like the issues I've had with the Raptors offense in the clutch, particularly because it just feels like they want to slow things down. And this Raptors team does not perform well when things are slowed down. There is no reason to slow things down further for yourself. Play a little bit faster, especially in the half court. Move the ball a little bit faster in the half court. Even if you want to involve Brandon Ingram in your actions and him be the be-all and end-all for your offensive possessions, get him the ball quicker. Get him the ball earlier in your actions. Don't wait 20 seconds to do so. The Raptors pulled out a win. It was a must-win. It was this. I don't want to say the season was on the line, but if they had lost this game, boy, would there be just more questions lying ahead for a Raptors team that was, truthfully falling down the standings, nosediving down the standings, if you will. So Raptors pull out a win. They beat a good team, and this Suns team is good. I don't want to take that for granted whatsoever. The Suns team is good. They've been playing some really good basketball lately. They are only, I don't know what they are now, but before they were just 1.5 games back. No, yeah, they're 2 games back of the 3 seed in the Western Conference. Like, they are a week of good basketball away and a week of bad basketball away from some other teams of them being the 3 seed in the West. So I'm not discounting this whatsoever. I know they were on the second night of a back-to-back. They just beat the Pacers on Thursday night, but that is a good win by your Toronto Raptors. And the way they did that, truthfully, it was a combination of some incredible shot making from Brandon Ingram all throughout this game. BI ended up with, 36 points on 20 shots. He also was 5 of 6 from 3. A couple of those threes, especially earlier on in the game, were catch and shoot threes, which I thought were really good. The Raptors in general did a very good job of working to get easier catch and shoot looks. For Emmanuel Quickly, who knocked down 3 threes, for Jacoby Walter, who knocked down 3 threes, truthfully, for their bench group of Jamal Shed and Sandro Mamukelashvili. Mama only had 1 3 tonight, but I thought the quality of the looks were there for them. The Raptors in general enjoyed a very good shooting night. They were 14 of 27. They shot 51% from 3, 53% from the field. Like, they had a good offensive game, It just felt like they were a step behind what the Suns were producing, because the Suns were also awesome offensively in this game. Jalen Green had 34 points. Devin Booker had 31 points. They also shot 40% from 3, 46% from the field. They did a really, really good job. The only kind of area where the Suns struggled tonight was from the free throw line. They missed 9 free throws in this game, and I think that really hurt them, especially in the clutch. Overall, I just think this was a really impressive win for the Raptors, especially because I think their bench provided some juice for them. Their bench ended up scoring 27 points tonight, led by Jacoby Walter, who had 12 points, closed instead of Jakob Poeltl. I thought Yak struggled in this game. It wasn't for a lack of mobility or anything like that, but they kept getting him on an island against Jalen Green, against Devin Booker, and those guys were just like, all right, come here, big fella, let me dance. And that's the game, y'all. We can go into specifics of certain players. Again, I think Brandon Ingram was tremendous tonight as a scorer. Of course, he struggled immensely over the last 4 or 5 games. He mentioned it in his post-game press conference against the Pelicans, where he's like, I've been playing some really bad basketball lately. So this was good for him to kind of see the ball go through the hoop consistently. It hasn't gone through the hoop consistently over the last little bit, especially against some of these really good teams. So Again, very, very good night from Brandon Ingram. Very good night from RJ Barrett, who helped chip in with 22 points. He had a really good third quarter and fourth quarter with a couple of clutch plays, clutch layups. That clutch corner three that you guys saw, a clutch layup in the fourth quarter as well. He's a very important part of the Raptors offense, as we've lamented so many times here on this show. I thought it was, once again, a good Emmanuel Quickley game in the sense that IQ is figuring out how to work within the seams of the Raptors offense. Like, I don't think IQ is forcing anything unless it is forced upon him to create something. It feels like he's really only being asked to create off of the bounce when things are dire for the Toronto Raptors. And it just so happens that the things are dire for the Toronto Raptors relatively often. But overall, like off of the ball, in the flow of action, I think IQ has played some really good hoops recently, and I stand by that, truthfully. Scottie Barnes was ill in this game. He didn't even start the second half. He came out late after a few possessions that had already gone by in the third quarter. It seems like he's dealing with a multitude of things. He hurt his thigh a few games ago, and it feels like every time he limps to the bench, he's kind of favoring one side. He's also apparently, according to Josh Lewinberg, who talked to a source within the Raptors, he is very, very sick. So he toughed it out for this game. He obviously had an incredible block. He had that really nice drive and dunk in this game. He had a couple of nice offensive possessions. It wasn't like a crazy game for him, but the Raptors still win their minutes when Scottie Barnes is on the floor. +7 tonight in 31 minutes of action. We'll see what happens next, man. This was a very, very important win for the Raptors as they continue to try and chase the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. And let me see if ESPN standings can update for me quickly enough to see where they're at. They are still 7th in the East. Still 7th, still grinding their way to try and get back. We'll see if they can do it against the Pistons on Sunday night. That's a tough team, obviously. Best team in the Eastern Conference in terms of record right now. We'll see if they can do it. I like it's no. I'm not going to say it. I was going to say I like the Pistons matchup. I can't say that. This Raptors team has not earned that yet. This is just one good win. Let's see if they can continue building on it, man, because boy, do they need it. Boy, did they need that win. Folks, as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Do the things that you guys usually do. This was a fun win. Take them while you can. You don't know how many you got. Enjoy, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.